We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you an executive? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In the news today, the stealing of motor vehicles is very prevalent in Jamaica. There was an article recently in one of the major newspapers about the number of vehicles stolen in Jamaica since the start of this year. But I can safely say without any fear of contradiction that the amount is probably 2 times the amount that was quoted late Sunday night, April 20, about minutes to 12 midnight. A man, he parked and securely locked up a white 2015 Toyota Wish motor car with license plate number 9362KW along the roadway leading to Reynolds Pier in Ocho Rios, and he went to a nearby club in Ocho Rios. When he returned less than an hour later, he realized that the car, it was missing. Hoodlums thief it. About 1:30 Monday afternoon, April 21, a 29-year-old graphic designer, he parked and securely locked up a white 2009 Nissan Tida motor car with license plate number 8609JR along the roadway at Reggae Hill in Ocho Rios. He then left and he went to the nearby Reggae Hill River. When he returned about 2 hours later, the car was missing. Hoodlums thief it. Over in Trelawney, Monday night, April 21, about 11 o'clock, a police corporal, he parked and securely locked up a brown 2014 Toyota Axia motor car with license plate number 2602HH on Banana Avenue in the Flamingo Beach area of Falmouth. This car was owned by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. In other words, this was a police car. When the policeman returned to drive that car, only the spot him say, hoodlums thief the police car. Just like that. In this next report, that guy on your screen, his name is Melvin Blair. Melvin, he was born on January 18, 1995. He is 30 years old. He is from Frome in the parish of Westmoreland. Melvin, he attended the Grangeville Primary School and then he went to the Manning School in the parish of Westmoreland. Many persons who know Melvin, they are telling me the same thing, that Melvin, he was one of the most promising footballers out of Westmoreland. He played the midfield position. Melvin was the captain of the Manning School Dakasta Cup team. He was a member of Jamaica's under-17 national team that competed in the 2011 FIFA World Cup in Mexico. In 2015, Melvin, he started attending Canisius in Buffalo, New York, where he continued playing soccer and he was majoring in sports administration. From 2015 to 2018, Melvin, he racked up several awards whilst playing soccer at Canisius. These included NSCAA Division 1 Player of the Week and Top Soccer Player of the Week. Since Easter Monday, I've been contacted by many persons who are extremely disappointed about the latest news about Melvin. On Sunday, April 20, there was that post on Facebook. It is titled, "Arrested. Criminal alien in New York. ICE Buffalo has arrested Melvin Blair, a 30-year-old Jamaican national, following his most recent arrest by the Cheektowaga police for criminal possession of weapon and menacing. Melvin Blair is now in ICE custody, pending removal proceedings. Melvin, he will be shortly deported from the United States of America, and based on what is happening, I am sure that family members of Melvin, they are hoping that he be deported back to Jamaica and not somewhere else. Youngsters, please take heed. In this next report, I carried a report last week, Thursday, and I told you that man on your screen, he was wanted by the police. His name is Weston Quest. In August this year coming up, Weston, he will be celebrating his 67th birthday. Weston, he used to be living at Flower Hill in Hanover, but since this incident, he left the area and he's living somewhere else, which shall remain nameless. On Thursday, when I carried that report, I told you that Weston, he went and he saw a 44-year-old man doing some plumbing works, and Weston, he attacked and chopped him. We are now finding out that 44-year-old man, he was laying pipe, yes, but he wasn't doing any plumbing work. Are you following me? The incident, it took place early Friday morning, January 10, earlier this year, at minutes after 6 o'clock at Flower Hill in the parish of Hanover. It is said that Weston, he had just left the house to go to bush, and it is said that when Weston usually go to bush, he would spend all day. It is said that on that morning, Weston, he had left something at the house and he returned for it. When he approached the house, there was the 44-year-old man laying pipe. There was a confrontation, and the 44-year-old man, he received chop wounds to his head and on one of his shoulders. The female, who is about 79 or 80 years old, she was also injured. I just said, the female, who is about 79 or 80 years old, she was also injured. We are told that Weston, he fled the scene after the attack, but Weston, he did not go into hiding. Weston, he went to a police station where he made a report. The 44-year-old man, he was seriously wounded and he was admitted in hospital and he could not talk for weeks. We are told that he also did a brain surgery. Like I said, Weston, he went to a police station and he reported what took place to the police. He was placed into police custody, and we are told that there was some lack of communication between the relevant police stations, and Weston's lawyer ensured that he was placed before the courts. Weston, he was granted bail by the courts, and Weston, he was lawfully bailed by a relative. Our information is that when Weston's photo was released on Wednesday last week, contact was immediately made and arrangements were made for Weston to hand in himself to the police yesterday. This was done, and Weston, he was charged for the offense of wounded with intent, so he'll be going to the courts shortly. In this next report, a 46-year-old Savanna businessman known as Reggie, he's lucky to be alive, and this is due to an incident that took place last week Wednesday afternoon, April 16, about 3:30. It took place at Rickett Street in Savanna in the parish of Westmoreland. Reports are that Reggie, he was in the bar that he operated when an argument developed between him and a guy known as Jake over money that was missing from a poker machine box inside the bar. The argument, it turned physical, and we are told that Jake, he ran out of the bar over to his yard nearby. He returned thereafter and he used a sharp object to stab Reggie in his neck, causing a serious wound. Jake, he then made good his escape on foot in the area. Reggie, he was assisted by the paramedics team from the Savanna fire station to hospital, where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. So, Jake, he's wanted by the police. In this next report, listen this now. Yesterday evening, Tuesday, April 22, at minutes after 6 o'clock, a guy in his late 30s known as Jermaine, he was in a bar in the racecourse area of Falmouth having a drink when he saw a guy named Lumpy looking at him. He started staring back at Lumpy. Lumpy, he then said to Jermaine, "Who ya look pan so?" Jermaine, who was under him juice, him said to Lumpy, "Go ask your mother, who you man?" Lumpy, he then left and he returned a few minutes later. He then said to Jermaine, "Repeat what you just said a while ago." Jermaine, he looked at Lumpy and him said, "Man, go ask your mother and leave me alone." Lumpy, he then pulled a gun and pointed it at Jermaine. Lumpy squeezed. Nothing. Lumpy squeezed again. Nothing. Lumpy squeezed a third time and bam! Lumpy, he then ran off, making good his escape. Luckily, neither Jermaine or anyone else were injured. Lumpy, he's now wanted by the police. Just like that. This one, it took place late Monday night, April 20. It took place along the Bay Road main road in the Little London police area of Westmoreland. This one is spooky to say the least. That man on your screen, his name is Dave Woodcock, but many persons knew him as Welly or Fowl. On October 5 last year, Fowl, he celebrated his 53rd birthday. We are told that Fowl, he was a top-class mechanic and he was living at Springfield in the parish of Westmoreland. Our information is that Fowl, he was at a party Monday night, April 20. He left the party some minutes after 11 o'clock to go home. He left riding a bike towards Little London direction. About 11:30 Monday night, Fowl and his bike, they were found on the side of the road in an area covered by marl. So there are two theories being bandied about. One theory is that Fowl, he was riding his bike and he was going around a deep corner when he swerved to avoid a pothole. As a result, he ended up losing control of the bike. The bike, it then crashed into a concrete garbage receptacle on the side of the roadway. Fowl, he was thrown from the bike and he landed on the side of the road. The other theory is that Fowl, he was not in an accident and he was hit in his head deliberately. When Fowl was found, he was found with serious injuries to his head. And when Mr. Serious, may I talk about serious injuries? Fowl, he was taken to the Savanna Public Hospital by an emergency medical response team from the Savanna fire station. Fowl, he died yesterday morning at minutes after 7 o'clock whilst he was being treated. Investigations are being carried out to ascertain exactly what was it that caused the injuries to Fowl's head. Sad indeed, but more to come. In this next report, that man on your screen, his name is Boyd Stephenson. Boyd was in his early 50s and we are told that he's from Riversdale in the parish of St. Catherine, but he was living and working at Anato Bay in the parish of St. Mary. Boyd, he was employed as an excavator operator to a company named Surrey Paving and Aggregate Company Limited. We are told that yesterday, Boyd, he was on the job in St. Mary when the worst happened. A crane fell on Boyd. He was pulled out and he was rushed to hospital where he died whilst he was being treated last night. Sad indeed. Over in St. James, a man. His name is Nicholas Collins. On June 26, coming up, Nicholas, he will be celebrating his 61st birthday. Nicholas was a fisherman and he was living at Cambridge District in the parish of St. James. On Monday night, April 21, Nicholas and one of his sons, they went fishing off the shores of the River Bay fishing village in Montego Bay. The son, he's reporting that whilst he and his father were out fishing, his father fell overboard in the water and he did not resurface. An alarm was raised and the JDF Coast Guard and the Marine Police, they were informed. A search was carried out Monday night, but Nicholas, he was not found. We are told that the Coast Guard and the Marine Police, they called out the search due to the weather condition and the poor visibility. Early yesterday morning, Tuesday, April 22, the son, he returned to the area and he went searching for his father. Nicholas, he was found at the bottom, or I should say on the sea floor. The son, he took his father out of the water and brought him ashore. Nicholas, he was still dressed in his black diving suit. The police, they were called and we are told that they inspected Nicholas' body. No mark of violence was seen on him and no foul play is suspected. Sad indeed. Now, can you imagine how this son is feeling right now? Boy, may I tell you. So, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, this one took place Monday night, April 21 at minutes after 11 o'clock. It took place at Blue Lagoon Drive in the Seafort area of Hellshire in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Our information is that a guy named Andre Lewis, he was 28 years old. Andre and two other guys were at his home sitting in the yard when a lone hoodlum pounced. The hoodlum, he was armed with a gun. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire hitting Andre to his abdomen and his upper body. The two other males, they managed to run off, and although they did not receive any gunshot injuries, we are told that one of them, he sustained cuts and bruises all over his body. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape. Andre and the other man who was injured, they were rushed to hospital where Andre, he died whilst he was being treated. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 6 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Jamaica the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man, I pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby, me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a